Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 200 of the Splash Cast. I am your co-host, Reggie.
I am your co-host, Norwood. We are here, still kicking it, still hanging in there, doing what we do best here, covering HBCU sports and apparently having a couple beers.
Hey, man, look. The only time I'm not drinking the beer was the mic check. Make sure y'all go back and listen to the mic check. It's pretty funny. College football, because my team did not play, and that's it. HBCU football, one of my teams got absolutely smoked by somebody that I knew was terrible my entire life. And then pro football, I want to talk about it. So,
let me tell you, let me one up anything you can do. I can do better. Three. And this number 3 keeps showing up in my life. First, it was 3 points. Now it's 3 teams. Let me tell you, y'all, it's rough around here. And we're going to start right out with the butts that got kicked. South Carolina State, USF, ring the bell. It was a money game. They got whooped. To be expected.
It is what it is, man. I wanted to say, because I saw the score and I was like 7. It said 7-7. I was like, oh, no. It jumped out 28-0. I was like, well, it is what it is. But it did score. They scored a couple points, scored a few points. So it is what it is.
Next up, Morgan did exactly what they were supposed to, and and destroyed Central 27-0. Congratulations for doing exactly what you're supposed to. Dell State, Sean Jackson on a heater, 39-10. I don't think that they've won 3 games in a row since I think 2007 was what we saw. Highly impressive.
Yeah.
Boy,
that's when they cheated us too.
That is not what you needed to say. You did not need to remind me the last time that Delaware State won 3 games in a row. I was in college. I'm damn near my 20th college. Hey, bro. Didn't need that. Did not need that at all. Congratulations on winning and winning big. 39-10. Highly impressive. Y'all build him a statue. Build it. I don't care. Hey, what St. Francis? Next up, nope, we're not gonna go there. We're in there. Central versus A&T. This is the same A&T that beat us last time in double overtime, even though we was up by 10 points with like a minute left. They got their ass whooped.
Cut. Got him cut. Aggie Eagle Classic.
Yes, and I saw the Aggies talking early, and I saw the Eagles talking well into the night and early into the morning. Shout out to my boy Johnny Jones. He has like a video every year where he recorded him throwing an Aggies hat and stepping on it, and that's exactly what Central did. Stepped on it and stepped in.
Bro, Central folks. All I saw. It started heating up when they got into about the 40s. Once they hit about like 40, I think they hit like 48 or something like that. Okay. I started seeing the memes started posting. I started seeing all the
Hey, the food looked good. That's the only thing I can say about A&T. The food, the fried fish looked exceptional. Golden brown, well seasoned.
Yes. Did not even need to spend your money on a ticket because you could just go ahead to the bazaar outside.
Just stay at tailgate. You didn't even need to go in there and see that.
You got Gino. Y'all go to the concert. Don't even come to the game. But we can't talk though. We can't talk, but we'll get there.
In a disappointing loss, Norfolk loses to Sacred Heart 28-31. It was a battle to the end, and the Spartans actually scored 14 points in the fourth quarter to make it close, and just could not get it done. And then,
you knew there were going to be growing pains for Mike Vick. Got to build the roster out. Got to raise resources. It's not like getting a job in Division I, FBS or even in like with the PWI, you got to really, really raise the resources here. You got to be a fundraiser. So I challenge all of the Norfolk State alumni to keep giving to Mike Vick, keep giving to the school. Hey, we all we got now, man. Y'all done seen what's happening in the world.
And I think that he needs to do two things. He, of course, needed to be there to create and implement his own infrastructure, but he also needs to do very similar to what Hampton did and have that coaches caravan. You have to go actually be present. These people need to see you and they need to feel you. And it is even more important because you're Michael Vick. So, yeah, you need to take your ass to DC, smile and shake hands. You need to take your ass to Hampton, smile and shake hands. Take your ass down there to Miami, smile and shake hands. Houston and LA, those people need to see you. They need to. And
you talking about trying to recruit outside the Tidewater area? I think he needs a lot of Tidewater
No. I'm talking about donors to spend money.
And get the alumni.
Yes. I think that your profile will do things differently. Those people, we had a pretty good showing for our coach, but if we knew Michael Vick was going to be there, it's going to be 200 people there.
200 people giving $100.
Right. And I mean, at this point,
I'm just saying a minimum. Like, I'm people give more. I'm just saying 200 people at $100 if they're 18, 21, 24.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, you wasn't getting that before. so yeah, that would be a great addition to him. But at this point, you got to figure it out. And I think that next season, I'm not giving up on this season, but he's got some work to do. And then finally, soul crushing loss. Howard destroys Hampton 34-7. I think that it was actually 34-0. And we just tacked one on at the end. This is embarrassing. I think this is the first time that Howard's beat us in the last 8 years. I do say that eventually, they got to win one. But this is not great. And this is the wrong weekend for me. Everything spiraled for me.
Howard had 270 yards rushing. Let me tell you what's almost a 99% guarantee. If you allow somebody to rush for 270 yards,
they're going to
win. You will lose. They're going to win, and it won't be close.
No, and your body going to hurt. Let me tell you, as a person who's been on just enough of them to understand,
they whooped our ass.
Ain't enough Epsom salt in the world.
And down the field. Folks was hopping in the chat. Talking about what y'all doing tonight. Where we going? Because folks was like, at least the pregame was fire. Like, it was a no doubter, bro. They switched. How you switch coverage in ESPN Plus? They just said, you know what? We'll go to another game.
Flex.
What's this mean for Hampton's coach, though?
Oh, you know what it means.
Trenton Boykin, bro. He was the interim head coach, right? And then they made him the head coach. He was 5-7 last year. This year, they look worse than they did last year.
And you lost to two rivals back to back in both, and somehow in very embarrassing fashion. Being up 20-10 with a minute left and losing, that's embarrassing. Getting a mud hole stomped out of you 34-7 against your biggest rival is even. I don't know which one is more embarrassing. And then, not to mention, we squeaked out against Elizabeth City in a game that we almost lost to a team that we definitely should not have lost to. It was already touch and go, and we didn't necessarily, I don't think, do a full coaching search. I think that at the end of the season, we will be looking for a new head coach.
Don't give him another. He just brought in a new offensive coordinator and a new quarterbacks coach, a new defensive line coach.
I know more.
I can see how he would be frustrated if you did that but it is performance based, and when everybody else getting better, you losing to the MEAC. We left the MEAC because we wanted more money and more competition, and we getting blown out.
Yeah, so there are some other kind of mitigating factors. I talked to some people off the record. It's not great.
Time for him to go.
Yeah. It ain't. I think it would take a miracle for him to be back. Even just because of the way this thing started, he should have re-interviewed, reapplied, and then
was he the guy after the whole scholarship thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. It was. I think it was handled wrong from the beginning, and it just never gotten any better. So
I agree.
Clean house, do a legitimate coaching search, and then you take it from there. I think it's that simple. But
yeah,
as a school, we got to do better, man. I mean, let's be real. We haven't really been competitive at the level that we've expected since we left. Since you graduated in my junior year of college. And we just talked about how long ago that was. That was Coach Taylor. And one guy cannot be your football program. Not if you want to be a football program. You be a football team. But if you're a program,
they got to do some soul searching. I think it's time to go back to the MEAC. I think it's time to find a new coach. And I think because you're going to have to deal with Norfolk and Delaware, obviously, for at least 2 more years. Deshaun may be out of here quicker.
Central, South Carolina State. Like, if we went back to the MEAC, we would have our hands full. I think it would be better. I think that if you dropped us and A&T back in the MEAC, it would be better for.
We're probably the 5th best team in the MEAC right now.
This year, but last year we think we would have been the 3rd.
I said right now.
Yeah.
No, last year we were 5-7.
Yeah, but not against in HBCU, we actually did really well. I don't know what HBCU losses we got last year. We'll check and get back with you. But we were good in HBCU. Remember, we were ranked last year in HBCU football. We just weren't ranked in the rest of the world.
Yeah, we need A&T and Norfolk need to go back to A&T and Hampton need to go back to
the But MEAC, get us straight, man. Get us straight. MEAC, do right, and we could spin a block. Going right here. It ain't much. I don't even know where you want to start.
I know. Prairie View beat whoever that is.
Northwestern State, 27-24.
Bethune-Cookman handled business. I'm proud of that. A&M did what A&M did.
They whooped Edward Waters' ass. This is another one. I saw big trash talk because they told it to Jacksonville ain't nothing but a hop skip. And boy, they was talking big trash, and then Edward Waters had to retreat and run and retreat. Well, it was not good. It's not good early. It was not good late. It was not good at all. I don't know if they scored a touchdown. Look like I think they might have scored 3 field goals.
Who?
Edward Waters. Nope, they scored a touchdown.
I think they may have scored a touchdown and a field goal.
Yes, but no extra point. But I mean, and if you really look at it, through the first half, it was 14-6. Bethune had 21 points in the 3rd quarter. That was all she wrote.
Go to the house. Time to go to the house.
Good night, Irene. But yeah, that was it. Grambling beat East Texas.
How far Grambling has fallen.
31-28. And the Lane Dragons, we told y'all was gonna get dragged. 49-7. Boy, Alabama A&M put a punishment on y'all. Let y'all know, hey man, we can't here to play football. It's
A&M and Alabama schools out here balling right now in the SWAC, bro.
Right.
Yeah, man. But relatively quiet day. Now it's getting to the end of October. September, beginning of October. All the games about to kick in. HBCU games. This is really, really getting into league play. You got Jackson State Southern coming up. You have Prairie View Southern. No, Prairie View just be Southern. You have Southern Grambling. You have all.
Don't ask me nothing. Hampton done. We done lost A&T. Almost lost to Elizabeth City. Lost to Howard.
We going for the vibe.
I'm just going to homecoming, bro. I'm just going for the vibe. That's it.
Going to drink. And that's it. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of HBCU news around the culture. We are going to take a quick break, and I'm going to go refill this. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to stay here because this isn't depressing. We got NCAA football coming up. We have some discussion to talk about in Florida, the state, and the school.
No, come on now. You know what this is. Every segment for me is depression.
Well, we'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe. Episode 200 in that thing.
I'm hurt. Bad.
Should be. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with our football segment of episode 200 of the Splash Cast Monday Night Raw. We got a few things we're going to talk about today, now that everybody's off mute. Let's go ahead and get into it because we are already 51 minutes into this live stream. And we're just now getting to football where all of our sadness happens. Florida.
No, my sadness is permeating everywhere. It's not a place that's not dedicated to sadness at this point.
And big game. Wait, before let's do some happiness first. We did the beer tally. We bet Mizzou did beat South Carolina. Norwood did take Michigan over Nebraska. I took Nebraska. Stupid me. You took the Bengals. I don't know why you did that. Sneaky took the Broncos over the Chargers. All right, well, never mind. I seem to have added to your depression. So, my bad. Let's get back to Florida. You won 49ers over Cardinals. My bad. That was not intentional. My bad, dog.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first episode, first time listening, let me tell you, if you didn't know, Reggie's a jackass. Speaking of jackasses, ta-da, the Florida Gators, they got stomped out by the Miami Hurricanes 26-7. What's even more mind-blowing is we played a very good defensive game and kept it close and still find a way to end up getting stomped out by the end of the game. I'm depressed. My team been falling apart. It is very, very humbling to watch your defense actually try their damnedest to keep you in the game.
Yeah.
And the offense looks so terrible that there is just no hope. Even more humbling, or possibly a good thing, we play Texas next week. We are now in the middle of what I call hell. And for anybody who did not know, let me tell you why the reason I call it hell. First, we lost to a very good USF team. Then we lost to what is now ranked a number 3 LSU team. Then we lose this week to what is a now ranked number 4 Miami team. Then we get the opportunity to play the 10th ranked UT, Texas. Then after that, we get to play number 9, Texas A&M. That's right. 4 weeks, 4 top 10 teams. I don't know why we were so fortunate to draw the schedule. Oh, we get Mississippi State. Then guess what we get? We get Georgia. Then
Mississippi State's ranked.
Not according to this. I'm on ESPN, so they might be AP ranked. Then you get Kentucky, and then you close out the season 13, 15, and 6. Mississippi, Tennessee, Florida State. We stink, and the schedule is kicking our ass too. Everybody
not win another game.
Football season I'm gonna be very, 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 very honest with y'all. This has been probably the record shortest football season I've ever had. It's over for me. But Hampton smoked like Thanksgiving turkey. Florida, fire my coach. And my quarterback didn't gone to hell. Gone. Falcons, coach could go there too, to be completely honest. I am already ready for basketball season.
It's not an if or it's a when at this point. When does Billy get fired? I think if that stretch is true and that where you play, and assuming, I honestly believe y'all gonna get Texas because Texas isn't good that we've seen, or Arch isn't good, one or the other, and y'all's defense is good enough to cause him to throw turnovers.
Now, this is the only thing I do have to say. Arch, you ran over that dude for Stephen F. Austin and stood over him. You look like a clown.
Yeah.
Flexing on the kid from Stephen F. Austin is a clown move. It's beneath. That is legitimately
1 week away.
Beneath your pedigree. With that being said, we're gonna lose. When and to answer your question, ask your question again. I want to make sure I answer it correctly because I'm going to say something wrong.
It's not a matter of if, it's when. When does Billy get fired? Does he make it to the end of the season?
Or when does he get fired? When should he have been fired? He should have been fired after that first game when I told y'all that this was not it. 3 years later, hell, I don't know. Y'all been doing anything with everybody anyway. I don't know. We got a good basketball team.
I don't know if he makes it through the end of the season. For
what? What have you seen that says, you know what, Billy Napier should keep on coaching? 1-3. We are 11th in the SEC.
Y'all really might, if y'all gotta beat Mississippi State.
We don't have to beat nobody, Reggie. We don't have that. That we passed that point.
Hey, let me tell y'all, if y'all fire him and y'all lose Lagway to somewhere, let me tell you who also is leaving. And this is where I'm going. And listen, you can come to Georgia. We will fire somebody on the team right now. But Ball, number 13, come on down. Go ahead and follow Trevor.
Hey, don't do that.
Follow Trevor up 75.
Don't do that. 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 Don't you motherfucking do that. We already have seen that happen before. Lagway, I'll be completely honest. I don't want him to leave, but it would be very reasonable for him to pack his bags and not come back.
Go to Indiana.
This ain't working. I don't know if you need to change your scenery. That 5 interception game has me concerned. Also, update is he's in a walking boot. I will say that I'm not saying that he's injury prone, but he had a number of injuries not to play that many games. I don't know sometimes if it's so bad right now that I don't know if there is an answer in Florida in your near future. I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, yeah, just come back and it'll work out. I'm not sure about that. I am very uncertain. Now, if you're a basketball player, then yeah, Golden knows what he's doing on the hardwood, but football
DJ
field?
should transfer. This is a good topic to broach, actually. DJ should transfer. South Carolina, Lenore Sellers is out of there. There's one place you should go. They have a very stable and loving environment that was coached by a former Florida player. South Carolina is right there for you. You could throw the ball up to Nick Harbor and have a good defense and competent coaching.
Get on out of the SEC, bro. See if Dan Lanning is available.
Go to Indiana. Go to Oregon.
Yes.
Indiana just put up. We're going to talk about it here in a second. Go to Indiana. Yeah. Or if you don't even want to be the main focus of the offense, go to Illinois. They run the ball.
No. Go to Tech. Go. You know where? Texas Tech. Texas Tech. Get in the Big 12.
Texas Tech. Yeah.
If you get to the Big 12, you'll put up stats that are literally so unbelievable that people will forget that you played at Florida. And it's sad that that's what we are now at, is just forget your time. But it's 10 times terrible.
He don't even claim Florida no more.
Jackson State. I would not either. Who, where? Gainesville? I ain't been there. I don't know nobody in Gainesville. I will give you this next one, though. You called it. Or we're gonna close the door on this chapter of my life. Florida, pack that shit up. Hampton, pack that shit up. You called this to be a lot closer than it was. I thought that Oklahoma was going Auburn them. Your boy Jackson Arnold played a solid game, but he was not enough for John Mateer.
Yeah, winning in Oklahoma with, as I told y'all, Brent Venables was hired to be the offensive guru stopper. And for the most part, that defense played really well. Now, Jackson did play well for Auburn. It's just, on the road in Oklahoma, that's a hard environment to play. Mateer did just enough to win. Jackson Arnold played his heart out, but I think the talent disparity is a little much. But I will say this, actually, I lied because Auburn got cheated. So they outlawed where you could like fake run to the sideline and
I don't
run
like
the trick
that
play.
But it is a
if
rule.
if you do that, and that's a rule that you break, and it is a 15-yard penalty. Oklahoma did that. They scored, in which I think I put in the group at the time. I said I did not expect for this to be a defensive battle. Scoring a touchdown in that moment is monumental. Not going to say it won them the game or lost Auburn the game because there's the rest to play. But in a 7-point game, you can't help but be mad when they score off a rule that they broke. It's kind of like offsides on the tush push.
Oh, I'd be big mad about that.
It's tight, but hey, Oklahoma. Now Oklahoma's going to be ranked in the top 10 if I'm not mistaken. And Auburn, I don't think they should drop out of the top 25.
No,
they may.
Auburn played a solid game. I was impressed with what they showed up with. It's not a team that I think that many people had as being that good of a team. I still think that they're about that last tier of top 25, somewhere between 25 and 20. And this was a good show against a team that's playing with what looks like the Heisman frontrunner.
Oklahoma's defense is nice. Brent Venables got them playing. I think they had 9 sacks this game, if I'm not mistaken. 9 sacks is crazy, especially against a running quarterback.
Right,
that's a defensive clinic. But yeah.
But also, he used to be your quarterback. You know the ins and outs. You know everything about him. You just waiting to unleash the dragon. Next up, Mizzou over USC. I rethought it one side. No, we didn't. You picked this. We both picked USC because Lenore Sellers was healthy. But Mizzou wins. It was a pretty good game, 29-20. They did, beat them by 9, so it's convincing.
No, I picked Mizzou. You picked South Carolina. Oh. Yeah, no, I wrote that down, brother.
Left me on that. Left me out to dry. That's fine. This is a solid game. Sellers is still trying to figure it out. 29 points is impressive. I don't know where either one of these teams are for the season.
Missouri's got a great run game, man. They got a great run game. And they can get after the quarterback. At this point, I don't know if USC needs a second receiver or a tight end or somebody to emerge past throwing the ball up to Nick Harbor and running with Lenore Sellers. And that's what they're missing right now. They need a second and third option and need to establish the run game too. They need to do a lot of stuff over there. Throwback.
So yeah, they got Mizzou at 19 in the coaches poll and 20. I think this is fair. In the AP poll. I don't hate that.
Yep. Not bad game though. Interesting.
Next up.
Come on home, Sam Pittman.
You've been begging.
Come be the offensive line.
That boy Reggie been begging for Sam Pittman to come on home.
He making it work, bro. Y'all act like I'm not. Hey, when you lose to Memphis 32-31, when you were up by 20 plus points and you lose,
that will get you fired.
Hey, man. There's a lot of things that we saw this weekend that could get you fired.
Right.
A lot. You are on your way home.
On my way.
It was a really good game. Memphis, this made their season. Any type of I get, is Memphis a mid-major? Or are they in a? Did they transfer?
Memphis to me is they're kind of remind me of a mid-tier to lower tier SEC school. Where are we gonna put it together all season? No. Can we catch you on a day? Yes.
I would say ACC.
I think they're probably a decent ACC team. I think Memphis and Kentucky.
Well, ACC, that is an interesting point that I made. That would be a great addition to
a hell of an addition
to y'all's man. And that would put you in the Southwest, kind of in Memphis.
And if I remember,
that's the Southwest recruiting grounds in the ACC. Now I would do it.
Yeah, and Penny Hardaway still coaching their basketball team. That would be an excellent move for y'all on basketball and football. Honestly,
stamp it. Heard it here on the Splashcast first. Memphis should go to the ACC.
But good decision.
You need to leave Arkansas. They're gonna get rid of you, dog.
Especially Florida State gonna try to get out of there.
That might make them stay.
That's unfortunate. Not my problem, though. Not my problem. But yeah,
go ahead.
This is peak Arkansas. Now they'll go out and beat somebody they have no business beating. It's life every time.
Ole Miss, you're on the clock.
Yep, Lane. Keep your head on the swivel, big dog. Next up, Iron Skillet rivalry. SMU spent all that money, and I think all that money and what I said was probably going to be the issue is going to buy you a year. NIL is cool, and I think that if you look at Texas Tech, they're probably potentially the new SMU. You have that large injection of cash. You're able to buy a bunch of players and be successful. That is not going to create a sustainable program. And I think the SMU played a team that is equal to or greater than them, and TCU did the needful. I think the SMU, you're going to have to keep finding people to send you large sums of money every year, or y'all go right back to being okay. But the good thing is you got out of that conference, you into this conference, and at least the payouts will be bigger.
I told y'all this was going to happen. Told y'all TCU was going to beat them. I told y'all SMU. I didn't see anything that impressed me. TCU has a dynamic offense. Big 12. They have a dynamic offense. They have a good general at quarterback, meaning he's not going to be the best quarterback in the nation, but he can run that offense, though.
Yeah.
He can run that offense. So he's running it well. And once they get ahead of you, they have the perfect 4 to 6 minute offense. They can just beat you down. And that's what they do.
Right.
Shout out TCU, SMU. Keep spending that money. It's a difference spending all that money when everybody got money. Texas Tech got money, SMU got money, TCU got money. You down there in the land of money. So sometimes you got it, and they got a good coach. Sonny Dykes a pretty good coach for TCU.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, well, where do they go? No, you stay in the Big 12. That's a good place for you to be. You could be top tier there.
There's no reason for them to leave.
No, you don't need to jump in the ACC. You don't need to jump in the Big 10. Don't need to play with the SEC and just make things more difficult for you.
No, they just stay there. Stay there. And then, of course, Texas Tech smokes Utah, which I did not expect because Utah is a defensive team, and they got absolutely ransacked.
I'm just devastated. Next up, Texas Tech, as we just talked about, 34-10 over Utah. And I watched this game.
Never was close.
No, it was. It was actually a decent game for a minute. They went back and forth, throwing interceptions. It was actually, I actually thought to myself, how did me and Reggie miss this? And I don't know how we did, because we didn't talk about it in Saturday Morning Live. And for a long time, it was highly entertaining. And then Texas Tech just kept scoring, and Utah just did not. About it. Did we?
Mm-hmm.
But you're probably right. And it just ended up turnover after turnover, and then they got to going, and there was nothing you could do. And yeah, they ended up scoring 24 points in the fourth quarter. So it was 7-3. So it was 10-3 at half. Nobody scored, and then Utah scored 24 points in the fourth quarter. And no, Utah scored 7 points in the fourth quarter. Texas Tech scored 24 points in the fourth quarter. And that was all she wrote. But it was actually a really quietly very good game to watch.
I do remember all the turnovers. I was switching from game to game. I just remember going back and I said, "Ooh, this one got away from him." So I was like, "Oh man, that's that." But Texas Tech is an explosive. They've always been an explosive offense forever. That's going to be their calling card. That's the remnants of Mike Leach.
Money. That there is a path to spending a ton of money and probably getting yourself into the playoffs.
Yeah, but that fan base isn't gonna. You're not gonna see an I formation team in Texas Tech. You're gonna see a spread offense. That fan base and alumni base is used to Mike Leach, Cliff Kingsbury type of offenses where they score a lot of points. They run 4 or 5 wide. So that's what they're gonna say. They had another team that need to stay in the Big 12. And
if I'm a premier wide receiver, I'm not against going. They had plenty of guys come out of the Big 12. You might not.
That's why they went.
To be completely honest, it's a safer route, especially if you got a quarterback who you know is legit. You're going to put up some astronomical stats at Texas Tech and in the Big 12. You might be a little bit more pro ready if you play in the SEC because I think the competition is just better. You're going to play against the best. You're going to play against pro cornerbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You in the Big 12, you're going to play against some cornerbacks. But you're going to have your stats going to be crazy. You could break records. Speaking of, I don't know if there's a record, but it would show an ass whooping. Indiana versus Illinois, both of these teams, we believe, at least I believe, to be a scam. Illinois was proven to be the scam that I believed it to be. For me, this was not even close. And I think that this is more an indictment on Illinois not being that good than Indiana actually being good. I think that when Indiana gets to the third round of the playoffs and finally play somebody good, they're going to get monkey stomped. But until then, as long as you play in these layups, Cincinnati is going to sit at his house and relax and enjoy himself.
This wasn't supposed to be a layup. This was supposed to be the contrast of two styles. And what Illinois needed it to be was a grinded out game. And once they got down, whatever it was, once they got down 3 touchdowns, I was like, oh, well, I see where this is about to go. And they just kept 3 and out, turnover, 3 and out. I was like, bro, how did they score 28 points with 7 minutes left in the second quarter and then get the ball back and score again before halftime, only to get the ball after halftime and score again? I just don't know as a coach what you do to stop this. Like you couldn't stop it. Like they looked just totally unprepared.
We do not have the capacity. This team was not suited for this team. But actually, Indiana, I'm gonna tell you, you got a trap game, and then you got a train. Iowa, it's a trap game. Peacock, 2:30. Y'all could lose.
Is it in Iowa or in Indiana?
At Iowa.
Ooh, that means that's 11 o'clock. You said 2:30? That's 12. 1:30. That's not bad.
And that might be 2:30 Central Standard Time. And then next, you get Oregon, and they're going to destroy you.
Yeah, because they're going to play y'all brand of football just better than you.
Train coming. Dan Lanning is going to try to make sure to prove that y'all are not a top 10 team, not a top 15 team, not a top 20 team. Dan Lanning is going to take out his newest pair of Nikes and try to put his whole foot in your ass. He's going to have one of them invigorating pregame speeches. And I'm going to tell you, just to give y'all a little context of what Oregon's done so far, 59-13, 69-3, 34-14, 41-7. Now, this week coming up, we got a big game.
Penn State, right?
And either they're gonna be confident or they're gonna be looking for blood. Either way, you gonna catch your man wrong. Either they're gonna believe they can beat everybody, and then if they beat Penn State, they're gonna be
number one, ranked number one.
Yeah. And if they don't, they're gonna be trying to get their respect back, and it's gonna be bad for you. Tell them y'all got a basketball game or class.
Yeah, in the end, I think reality is about to hit. It is definitely about to hit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Next up, a game that was actually really, really good. Michigan versus Nebraska.
Shout out to you, Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, and Raiola, I know people don't like him because
weird.
He's not weird, bro. He's just like all of us.
Oh, Ravens, what are y'all doing?
Yep, I just saw that. But I'm not going to call him weird, bro, because I grew up wanting to be Deion Sanders for a long time. And when I was in high school, I used to walk around with a Sharpie on my sock because I thought I was Terrell Owens. So, no, his guy just happens to be Patrick Mahomes. And is he the same hue as Patrick Mahomes? Pretty close. And maybe he has the same haircut. So, yeah, the guy clearly just has the guy who he idolizes. I'm not going to kill it.
It's a man crush.
Dog, he idolized the guy who everybody thought that was Deion Sanders in the 90s, bro. You would call that a man, huh?
When you were a child?
No.
I didn't get the Deion Sanders haircut when I was 25, 22.
He ain't
21.
Okay, we
he is sophomore. He's 19.
Yeah. An impressionable kid. Yeah.
I'm just making jokes, man.
But he has played well. I've seen a lot. No, his stats are actually really good.
They ain't played nobody. This is the first game they played somebody. He threw a pick.
Yeah. I'm not.
And one of his touchdowns was a Hail Mary. Come on now.
Did he throw it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me clarify his stats here. 1,137 yards, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception. I think that's solid.
That's only because you're on the side of you think he's played well. If I said that and you showed up who the teams that he played against, you would say he ain't played nobody.
Cincinnati, Akron, Houston, Christian, and Michigan. And versus Michigan, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was sacked 7 times. My God, did y'all?
Yeah, Michigan beat them up in the second half. You're right. I mean, he didn't play bad against Michigan. He didn't play bad.
Hell no. Especially not.
But again, 70 of those yards or 65. So really, it's 240 with 2 touchdowns and interception. That's not bad.
Nah,
240 touchdowns and interception is not bad.
Michigan's a good defense. Like this ain't.
But I'm also impressed with Michigan.
Yeah,
freshman quarterback. The coach, they had a great game plan. They came out there and ran the ball. Justice Hayes, transfer from Alabama to Michigan, out of Atlanta metropolitan area.
Well, you're gonna find a way.
I mean, he is. He was supposed to go to Georgia. Well, it was between Georgia and Alabama.
He was at Westlake, and then his granddaddy transferred.
He played
at Welcome. I mean. Bryce Underwood, 12 of 22 for 105 yards. He was, he got
50-yard rush for a touchdown, though. Bro, Nebraska, y'all defensive lapses don't ever result in the first down. Y'all defensive lapses result in like a 60-yard touchdown.
Right.
70 yards.
And then on top of that, Raiola had 1 for 52, 1 for 23, 1 for 21, 1 for 21. These are all different receivers. He spread the ball out.
That's offense.
17 carries for 149 yards, all and 3 rushing touchdowns. That's really what did it.
Justice Hayes, yeah.
That give you.
How Michigan won. That's how they scored their points. I think they got 4 rushing touchdowns.
But I guess for me, I'm gonna let Raiola rock for a little bit longer. I'm gonna watch him, and the good thing is he don't played that many more teams, he could actually have a really good season. You play Michigan State, ain't nobody. Maryland, Minnesota, Northwestern. USC is slowly creeping up. UCLA is falling apart.
Did they beat USC just today?
Nope, they lost. They lost. Yeah, that's the reason USC undefeated quietly. But yeah, Raiola can have a season.
That was the sleeper.
He's a sophomore, so what? Next year he could.
Next year, if they hit the portal right, next year could be I'm number one pick in the league.
But with that being said, and I want everybody, don't take my word for it. I watch a lot of everything on everything. Raiola does try to do a little bit too much of the Patrick Mahomes. He not disciplined.
Circle back. You yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, not disciplined in throwing correctly. Feet bad. It's okay because he's winning games, but you're not supposed to accept anything in a loss you wouldn't in a win. He is very, very undisciplined, and I think he's trying to be too much of Mahomes. You ain't Mahomes. Just like I say, Trey ain't Steph, but you could be good. You could be good, but you ain't Mahomes, brother. The sooner you realize that, the better
be yourself, man. Trying to throw across just go out there and play your game, dog. Like he really does try to emulate himself after Mahomes. He thinks he can make all the Mahomes throws. Right. Like that's when, like you think it's almost like Kobe Jordan. Like you're obsessive,
but you're not Kobe right obsessive. Now. Yeah, you ain't Kobe. Now if you was Kobe, if you end up having that level of drive to just want to be a person so bad, then just like Kobe, ain't nobody gonna have nothing to say. They're gonna give you the most immense amount of respect ever. But if you can't, you're gonna look like what Reggie ready to call you, a crazy person.
Weird. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've come to the end. Is that it?
Yes.
Come to the end of college football. We are going to take a quick break. I told y'all I didn't have any drinks for college football because my team didn't play. Georgia plays this week against Alabama. Saturday Morning Live, we'll do a quick little preview. I may talk about it during the week on the Lunch Break podcast. I don't know. But we will be right back with the NFL.
Well,
one of the worst.
I'm going to ask y'all to give me a little bit of time.
That boy about to go to the beverage machine.
Yeah, I definitely there's no machine here this time. This is gonna be just straight liquor,
straight wino liquor.
Yeah, it's just gonna be crowning me.
Oh, come on, play a fly, crowning me.
Oh,
you gotta be a certain age to understand that one.
And yeah, you and clearly I am not old enough, considering you only 1 year older than me.
You ain't listen to Play a Fly?
I feel like I'm familiar with the name, but you would have to remind me of the song. But I need a little bit of time to collect myself because I don't know where to go from here, to be completely honest. I want to reiterate, Hampton, ass thoroughly whooped. Come back. Gators, ass thoroughly whooped. And neither one of those were the worst ass whooping of the week.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned.
I'm going to get some counseling, Lord.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with our final segment of episode 200 of the Splash Cast Monday Night Raw. The NFL segment. We got a few things we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Falcons. And then we're going to talk about everybody else. So let's go ahead and get started. The Falcons lost 30-0, 30-0 again. I say 30-0 to the doggone Panthers, the second worst team in the league by numbers, if I'm not mistaken, only to be beat out by our NFC South brethren, New Orleans Saints. Everything's right. Everything's true. Everything they said is true. I don't know why. I have a lot to say. I'll let you go first because
I want y'all. I know y'all probably. I don't know if y'all can see this, but that the audio people. It got so bad that I had to light all the candles in my apartment and bring them in here. I'm doing a seance right now. I'm doing a purge. I just want to cleanse this place, specifically my office, where we come and pod and we fellowship and we talk about sports and we do all those things. But I need to cleanse the energy in this room. I told y'all how devastated I was by my Hampton Pirates losing, and then my Florida Gators also getting stomped out. But I at least mentally prepared myself for that. I said to myself, you know what? So that ain't gonna shake me, because we got us a easy target here. Falcons looked really good against the Vikings last week. Pass rush looked aggressive, mean, looked like we spent them draft picks. Money well spent. I said, oh, yeah. We play at noon on Sunday. My whole ass was kicked yesterday, but I get at least a little portion of my butt back today. And it was the worst. I can't even begin to put it into words how bad it was watching us lose. I am going to say this. I'm going to give the smallest ounce of grace. And it still does not explain how we played. But as a football player, I'm going to give them the flush it and move on. I am going to say the headset in the first quarter did not do us any favors. By the time the headset was fixed, we was already down 10-0. Now, that probably means that we probably would have lost the game, but giving up the next 20 points and not being able to get past the 30-yard line against the Carolina Panthers is unacceptable. Unacceptable. That didn't help us. The headset, miscommunication, non-communication, that did not help us. But that only lasts, we played 3 more quarters. That was done before the end of the first quarter. The next 3 quarters, we was just defeated. And I hate to say that the 2 culprits that I think that I am putting this responsibility on is Zach, our offensive coordinator, and Raheem, our head coach. If you heard our preview, I said that I think that Terry Fontenot and Raheem do not need to be joined at the hip. I think that Terry has done a pretty good job of putting a team together on the field. We weren't able to do things because of discipline and because of bad processes and people not being prepared. I can't lay that at the feet of Terry Fontenot.
All right. My turn. I ain't got no damn grace. I ain't got nothing. That was the worst game I have seen the Falcons play since being a Falcons fan. And that is including a game where we scored 2 points in the playoffs. That is including a game, of course, we all know. That is including the Super Bowl. Not the Super Bowl that you're thinking of. That's including the Super Bowl that we lost to the Broncos, and we had a safety soliciting the night before the game. Blow off some steam. All of that included, this was the worst I have ever seen an Atlanta Falcons football team look. From the opening kickoff. From the opening kickoff, we look bad. I don't know what the hell Zach Robinson has to do. But you are hanging on.
We got to go
By a The only reason you're here is because y'all decided to fire Ike Hilliard. That's the only reason y'all are there, because you scapegoated Ike Hilliard like it's his problem. Like it's his problem that y'all couldn't get the play in the game.
I'm glad you brought him up. What the fuck is he gonna solve by firing the wide receiver coach? He didn't make Michael.
That's why you make him a passing game coordinator, because you can scapegoat him.
No, you don't need no more. Zach, you need to be the passing game coordinator.
Zach coaches like he's still quarterback at Oklahoma. Whatever you thought you learned with Sean McVay, it ain't doing it, bro. It ain't doing it. You're not.
I've never been a fan of his, and I've never really been a fan of Raheem's. I let Raheem rock because he's a black man. And Zach that was his boy. That's it, though. That's as far as it goes with me.
The game was inexcusable. That's all I can. The entire game was inexcusable. The entire game for not being able.
Embarrassing.
Not being able to get the play in, calling timeout. Cool. I think the project manager in me tells me that you should have had a backup plan anyway if the comms go out. But whatever. Cool. We'll take that. Coming back after the timeout and getting a delay game is inexcusable. Inexcusable. So now you got to blow a timeout. Now you got to blow a timeout.
And you're right. As a problem solver, hey, communications are out. This means we have to go to a different process, different game plan. But that's the reason me and you was on the phone. Go fast. Just if you need that much time, just keep everybody on the line. Stop huddling up. That it ain't gonna work. You have to be. You are a professional, and these people pay you a ton of money. It ain't no time for you to be figuring. No, you have to now say, hey, man, we got to go hurry up. At least we'll have guys on the line, and we'll just give them the play there until they fix communications. This is still the Carolina Panthers. You can't lose like this.
So you end up burning the timeout and getting delayed game. Cool, whatever. I'm pissed off because I'm screaming at the TV by now. We in drive 2, and I'm screaming at the TV because we can't get the ball. We can't hike the ball. We can't even get the ball off. You know what happens when you have to use them timeouts for them stupid ass issues? You get to the end of the half when you finally figure out that going fast is what is getting you to where you want to go, and you have the best drive of the game, and you don't have a timeout to call to kick a field goal or to even get some points.
Run out of
that time run out. That's what happens when you have the kickoff. When the player keeps all the special teams issues with the kicker. I know that's deflating. Cool, I understand. That's deflating, but hell, coming in and not understanding the Panthers didn't do anything on offense. They didn't do anything really. Ted had one really good catch that was fire. He jumped 7 feet in the air, and right. Billy Bowman could do nothing. But other than that, they got turnover.
And Billy didn't let him go crazy. You made a great catch. You come on down. That's it. And
we'll get to it. We'll get to the defense with D. Alford, but we ain't even got to the damn game yet. I'm just talking about the mistakes from a coaching standpoint. That's all I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nothing else. When you fumble the kickoff, when you miss special teams, you miss kicks. When the defense plays lights out, you had 2 turnover on downs. You had a pick 6. You had a second interception, and you had a fumble. That's 5 turnovers. To me, 3 turnovers technically and 2 turnovers on downs, but turnover on downs to me is a turnover. That's 5 turnovers. They scored 20 points.
Not to mention, they gave us one of them back. We punted him the ball. He fumbled it, and I think that's the deepest we got all season. I mean, all day. Was on a fumble.
You have to figure it out, Zach Robinson. This isn't it. You, and the thing is, coming down out of the booth.
Cut him.
Coming down out of the booth. You did that one game too late. It's cool to call plays from the booth when you have a veteran quarterback. Michael Penix was visibly shaken. He was frustrated. He was so shaken that I don't actually blame Raheem for taking him out of the game because he was so down on himself.
Yeah.
But that's when you need the offensive coordinator. That's when you need the quarterback's coach. You're not good enough to call plays in the booth yet. You're not good enough. You're not, Zach Robinson. You're not good enough. Our plays are terrible. And if you want to blame it on Ike, cool, because the wide receivers were off with the quarterback. It looks bad. And we talking about we're going to be the best offense in the league. And lo and behold, our defense playing their ass off, and our offense can't do nothing. So I haven't even gotten to the play on the field
3
yet.
games.
I'm just talking about timeouts.
3 games, 0 wide receiver touchdowns. Unacceptable.
I haven't even gotten to the game. I haven't even gotten to the fact that our center, Nuzul, is as good as he's going to be. Because Derek Brown was slinging him around like a rag doll. Him and Ashawn Robinson was just destroying him. And we still didn't give up a sack. It's not like the O-line played bad. We are a top 3 team in terms of yard and point and yard differential. Our offense outplays the other team's offense. They've outplayed the offense every game. We lost to Tampa Bay on a blown assignment. We beat the Vikings, and then we lost to Carolina, who did absolutely nothing. I've never seen a team. We got more first downs, more yards, more rushing yards, more passing yards, more sacks. No, they had more sacks.
Yeah. No. They didn't. We weren't sacked. Penix not.
So we had more sacks. So we sacked Bryce, right?
Yes, 1 sack, 7 yards. So Penix throws for 201 yards. Bryce 114 yards. Rushing total 131 yards for the Falcons, 110 for Carolina. So we outpassed them, like Reggie said. We outrushed them. This is just mental mistakes, lack of preparation.
Had to take a drink.
Oh, you see where I'm at? Raheem, I like you a lot, brother. I really do. As a human. As a coach, I have a million questions. And my list of questions is going to grow longer and longer. Zach Robinson, I don't know if you know by now, but I've been through with you. I'm already trying to figure out how we can get Mike McDaniel over here.
Yeah, he can go. Now, we did bring in TJ Yates. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm gonna make. Here it is, y'all. I'm about to put my makeup on again. I'm about to put on the white face with the red lips and the green stuff that go over my eyes and be a damn clown again. I'm about to sell myself the bullshit and I'm gonna buy it. That's why I'll never have no profit. That's why I'll never be happy with the Falcons. I sell myself the same amount of bullshit every year.
And then
but I do like TJ Yates. I do like TJ Yates because, again, this is Raheem hiring somebody that he's familiar with, which I'm not a fan of. But
I don't like who he's familiar with.
TJ Yates has been there. So again, he does offer some continuity. If the offense looks better,
we don't need no more continuity. We need uncontinuity, incontinuity. Find some new people with new ideas, because this shit is getting old and stale real fast. And Raheem, this is still a good job. Because as bad as Penix was, he still didn't get sacked. He threw 2 bad interceptions. Sure. But
I mean, he acknowledged responsibility. Penix took responsibility. Like, that one was bad. But honestly, I'm only giving him 40% of the responsibility and accountability because that was a bad play design. The play design was awful.
We have too many receivers standing next to too many other receivers. That makes it very easy for the defense to guard 2 people at one time, if y'all haven't figured that out.
They said we're going to put in motion. All they do is motion one guy, go that way, and stop. There's no...
Well, what he's trying to do is, and I get that, you're moving him specifically to see how the defense correspond. If they stay where they are, then they're probably in zone. If you got a guy who follows, then you're probably in man. I'm cool with that. But that don't help when you find that out with 3 seconds left on the play clock. You still got to get the play off. Then you got to go through your progression. You've not allocated him enough time to read, understand, and adjust. That's why getting the play early is important. And that is not a Michael Penix part. And I'm going to go back to it. Y'all go back and watch that quarterback thing on Netflix. That was the issue that Kirk Cousins had. He said, hey, these plays are too long. And I let it rock because I say, okay, well, whatever. Here we are, same place. Quarterback still getting the call too late because the play's too damn long. That is an operations problem, not a player problem.
And that, ironically, isn't a Zach Robinson thing. That comes from Sean McVay. So in that same court, no.
Sean McVay, coach for the Falcons. Yes or no?
Listen.
You're gonna get me mad, Reggie.
Matt Stafford literally just said the same thing. They literally just showed when he was mic'd up and they were calling in the play, and it was like, look how long this play is for Matt Stafford. He was like, all right, shut up. And then he started telling him, shut up, I got it, because he already knew the play. You're right. These plays, you're trying to model yourself after McVay is cool, but you've got to figure out a way to be more efficient. You can't give you're making Michael Penix. You know why Sean McVay does that? Because he doesn't want the quarterback to think. He says he's thinking for the quarterback. Remember, he did that with Jared Goff, right? He talked to him until 15 seconds and then they didn't hike the ball before. But the difference is he talked to him for the first 15 seconds. Once the stuff goes out, you got to figure out a different way. Get it in more. If getting you to the sideline is going to help you get it in more efficiently in terms of getting the play into the quarterback more efficiently, then hey, you got to do it. But let me tell you,
Derrick Henry fumbles another one that could be a game loser. That is tough. Yikes.
Aiden Hutchinson.
That you to just piggyback. You're not Sean McVay, and he is not Matt Stafford. It's a young quarterback. He needs the maximum amount of time in order to make the motion. Then after make the motion, you have to think about and process what you just saw. And if the one thing that Penix does do is he makes good decisions when given an adequate amount of time. But what you're doing now is information overload with 3 seconds left. And I'm looking like, oh, well, he's just trying to get the playoff and not get a delay game, which means he's not thinking about, oh, this is where I need to go.
Yeah. And we ain't even talk about. So with the offense, once you start firing people, that means they're just going to keep firing people that get to you. Because Raheem is the last person that's going to be fired. You're going to be fired with him or before. You better figure it out. And Ulbrich is going to be, he already missed the interim head coach. Because our defense played decently. I will say, I was worried about the trenches because we don't have a lineman that's over 305 pounds. And the Panthers have a big offensive line, and that was an issue for us, especially when our biggest lineman, who's 302 pounds, Onyemata, went out because he was hurt. At some point, Raheem, you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do about defensive tackle. I love Brandon Doyles. I like Rook Oro. I like Onyemata, really. But you're going to need somebody to be able to, especially if you're going to rotate the linebackers and rotate them from the middle to the edge and make them rushers, you're going to need somebody to hold the point of attack in at the middle of the line. You're going to have to do it.
I hate to say this, but we're going to live and die by the blitz. We did no blitzing. Bryce was, and it's funny enough, I talked about it last week. I said, hey, Bryce does not suck, yo. He is a guy who can throw the ball. I think that the Panthers, I don't know if they're going to give him enough time considering how many games they're projected to lose. But this is definitely an ace in his case. I mean, I guess he didn't even really play that great today, but
they didn't do nothing. Shout out to the defense. They didn't really do much they kept getting the ball with all the momentum. Fourth down stop, interception, pick six, like 21-yard punt. Like, I mean,
and I don't know why. I don't know why after Romo missed that 49-yard field goal, y'all went out there and asked him to kick a 55-yarder. That didn't make any sense. Punt the ball, go for it. Either way, those were way more viable options. I knew he didn't stand a chance of making that field goal. And you have to know that too. The guy just got on your team 7 days ago. You got to make you don't have to do anything. But if you choose not to make a good decision and put him out there to try to kick a 55-yarder after you just saw him miss the 49-yarder, your expectation should be low.
I did not foresee the Falcons spending our little bit of cap money that we had on bringing in multiple kickers, because they're bringing in more competition for Romo now.
So, I don't really blame that on Romo. Y'all didn't put him in a position to be successful.
I didn't blame it on them either. I just said I did not expect for us to spend $15 million on different kickers. I didn't expect for that to happen. So it is what it is. The Falcons, we play the Washington Commanders next. Jaden Daniels is questionable. That is going to make the difference between whether or not we win. If Jaden Daniels plays and is healthy, it's going to be an uphill battle for us. If Jaden Daniels isn't playing, we have a chance to win. The first game of Zach Robinson on the sideline, we'll see. Can Michael Penix bounce back? I believe in him. I think he just had a rookie game. Not a rookie. I mean, essentially, he's in his 6th game, so it's his rookie season. But he just had a young moment. Like, you get frustrated. And I do think that he was lacking support. I mean, essentially, it's Doug Williams Jr. out there as quarterbacks coach, who's young too.
Right.
And you needed some guidance. And Raheem, bro, you laughing and kicking after the game with the other team's players. Bro, I need you can. Hey, bro, 30-0. I need some humility. I know it's petty.
You gonna laugh.
I need you to stop laughing, bro.
Into somewhere else for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
For the Falcons, that's
losing to the Panthers 30-0 is unacceptable. Period. There's not anything else.
All coaching. I put that all on coaching.
Yep.
We didn't even look like we were ready to play. Shout out to D. Alford. I'm gonna say something positive. D. Alford, bro, I'm glad we kept you. Shout out Kirk Cousins too. You look good when you was in there.
Right. Quick live look. The Lions are up 31-24 over the Ravens right now. Ravens still have a chance to come back. It's like 6 minutes and 34 seconds. They're on commercial. That's the reason I'm not exact. But I think it's like 6 minutes and 34 seconds left. Derrick Henry just fumbled the ball. Of course, they show at the bottom that he's the only running back in the NFL to fumble in all 3 of the first games. It's kind of tough because that one was just another peanut punch by Aiden Hutchinson, but they got him. Derrick Henry, they pay you a lot of money. The expectation is for this team to be successful. The first one, y'all had the lead and blew it, and you unfortunately kind of lost the tides when you fumble. And here y'all again in a dogfight with a very good team, and you fumble. Fumbles are, I try to be as reasonable and fair as possible. But 3 fumbles in 3 games ain't it, brother, by any stretch of the imagination.
We see in the Falcons 30-0. We are the Cincinnati Bengals of the NFC.
No, I don't know. Harbaugh has a problem of being up between halftime and third quarter and tricking it off, and this could well be another trick off Johnny. But we will keep y'all updated, and I'm sure y'all will be able to watch our faces because we are both watching the game live. And depending on how things go, you'll see soon and very soon. Speaking of
telematics notes.
Next up, we go to what we knew was going to happen. Buffalo beats
future Atlanta
Miami
offensive coordinator right there,
31-21. I actually think that considering what Miami had, they actually played pretty good. They just were outmatched this game. This is probably the best Dolphins game I've seen, though. Personally, I think that's the same thing that Tyreek Hill said. He said that multiracial McDaniels came out pretty hot this game and aggressive. I don't think that this saves his job or saves his team, but they played a good game-ish. They just played a better team.
The Lions are whooping the Ravens' ass right now. This is like
31-24.
Nah, Aiden Hutchinson, these last 5 plays.
He's good. He's good. The man he was almost defensive player
forced fumble sack against Lamar.
Lamar, you got to chuck that. Lamar, you got to throw that. You have to throw it.
But yeah, the Bills, what y'all don't want to do is get James Cook going. That's what if you gotta guard James Cook and Josh Allen, you can throw out whoever you out there wide receiver.
Right.
It's gonna happen. I saw Josh Allen run over a dude, then hurdle a guy, then dive, and then hurt his nose.
Josh Allen is beginning to look like Mahomes used to look, where he just makes offense look really easy. And it's just, it's not
the greatest receivers other than
yeah, they make it. Shakir is okay, but I like even Keon. I think what I've seen so far is wide receiver 2. He doesn't look like a wide receiver 1 to me. But Josh Allen he has the ability to both buy you time and throw the ball a country mile. Those two things together make it. I don't care what defense you are, as good as you can play. The cornerbacks can't cover forever. You just can't run around forever. And if you give him some space, you just buy some time until somebody stands open. So Dolphins, take what you can and flush it. Now this, I'm gonna tell y'all this. So every week when we pick the games, I typically run the games through ChatGPT. I'm testing it out. I'm at the age where I'm trying to learn a little bit of artificial intelligence and see how it works and see how good it is. So do Saturday Morning Live, and ChatGPT picks the Browns. And I'm a person, as I've been learning this, I talk to it as kind of like a human. So why did you pick the Browns? This doesn't seem like a reasonable pick. How did you get there? I still attribute this to luck. But luck at the right time will definitely have you look at things a little differently. The Browns beat the Packers 13-10. And it said matchups and missing players is the reason to pick that. And sure enough, the Browns squeak one out against the Packers. This is not a game that anybody expected. Packers were believed to be the best team in football, or at least one of the best teams in football. And they lost.
Undefeated is what they tackle said.
And they lost to one of the teams that we thought was one of the worst football teams in football. Funny how that works. I don't know what to say about what's going on in sports right now across the board.
As shout out to the world, Splashcast versus the world. Shout out to Sneaky. Sneaky said essentially this is drunk. So at this point, it is what it is. The Browns have a good defense. I mean, they have a really good defense, and they've had a good defense for a while. It's just that outside of Myles Garrett, everybody else get hurt. Like everybody get hurt. And now it seems like they're healthy-ish. We're in the first quarter of the season, so
and that brings up another conversation we had in the world. Once again, shout out to the world. If y'all want to join, hit the DMs or send us a message. But I was saying that Cleveland is a good team. The reason I'm saying that Cleveland is a good team because if you look at their roster, top to bottom, it is good. Now the quarterback play is where the question is, and that 13 points.
That answer was not. There was no answer there after today.
Yeah. The quarterback play is still very questionable, and I think that's indicative of the score that they gave. But this is one of the best defenses in football, period, in the world.
Look at what Myles Garrett does when he gets his money. All of a sudden, that sore back, sore leg,
Jerry. Come up off them picks, dog. Come them off of them. He's worth it. I saw them line up 3 men.
And a Congo line.
Thank you. They had a Congo line to try to block that man. Jerry, you sitting on them picks. You sitting at home on your sofa, right? Your team losing to the Bears, right? Go ahead and get him. Send them 2 picks and see what they say, bro. Send that. How the kids say full send? You need to send that, brother.
Yeah. Shout out, hey, Packers. Just like the Falcons. We anointed the Falcons. And shout out to the Great Podcast. Because I told y'all, I said, hey, don't anoint us yet. We played JJ McCarthy.
This is the thing I will say is it ain't just us. That is the one saving grace is there are other teams that are struggling that had expectations just like us who are 1-2. And that made, misery does love company. And my name show is Misery. So I'm glad there are other people at the lunch table with us. Congratulations to the Browns. Also, what in the hell? Congratulations to the Colts.
In another edition of Get the Hell Out of New York, Daniel Jones is playing early MVP level football at this point. And the Colts, I believe, Daniel Jones. Told you. Look at his stats compared to Josh Allen.
Danny Dimes looking like Danny Dollars right now. And that is humbling for me to say, because that is a guy who I for sure thought was a terrible football player. And
get out of New York, get to Shane Steichen, get your moment, and don't turn the ball over. And apparently, with a good defense, you can be undefeated in the AFC.
Wait. We are missing the fact that Jonathan Taylor has been playing out of his mind.
That too.
Quite.
Yeah.
But Danny Dimes.
Sure, you were for Saquon to Jonathan Taylor.
Damn, man. Talk about my white privilege. But I will say there is something about escaping New York. You look at Sam Darnold, he got away from the Jets, and look at him. Saquon, he go to Philly, win a Super Bowl. Daniel Jones,
he's about to get paid again.
Oh, for sure. And I can't. Unfortunately, no, I don't think you pay him again. I think you do. Nope, you do pay him.
It out. You Cousins it out. 2 years, $100 million guaranteed. 120 million.
No. You do 3 years, $60 million, but you can pay him. Yeah. Because I also don't think that the Daniel Dimes market is going to be uber robust. We saw him in New York. You pay him a 3-year contract for 2 years, and then at the end of next year, if it works, then you restructure and add years. That's what the Vikings, I think, personally should have done with Sam Darnold instead of trying to go to J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, if as a player, that doesn't incentivize. That's where the negotiation comes in. You're not going to give me 2 short years and then short me on money, too. You can't short me on both. You either got to give me more money or you got to give me more years. That's how that works.
I don't have to give you anything because there's not a market.
You were on the hot seat just before I got here. You need me just as much as I need you.
I'm going to play hardball and say that
we'll both be fired asses then.
And sometimes, Minnesota did what they did, and Danny Dimes is in Seattle. And excuse me, not Danny Dimes. Scam Darnold's in Seattle. And that's how it plays out sometimes. Sometimes you play chicken and win. Sometimes you play chicken and you lose. That's life.
Who's better right now, Seattle or Minnesota?
Both 2-1.
I thought Minnesota's 1-2. Maybe 2-1.
No, they didn't lose that first game, I don't think.
Chicago. They played Chicago first.
Yeah. No, they beat Chicago. 2-1. And they played 2 quarterbacks. Carson Wentz won this last game. We go right there down to it.
What the hell?
Wait. Well, let's also kind of put this in context. Computer is tripping. Oh boy.
Boy, screens went black.
No, they're just only got one right now. Yes. But the Vikings win, but it's not because of Carson Wentz. It's because of everything else. Old boy from the defense went crazy.
Yes.
He was the player of the week, I think, in the NFL.
Inner pick 6, fumble recovery, return for a touchdown, 2 forced fumbles as well.
Correct.
If you were going to be able to do that going against the Bengals and their backup quarterback was the time to do it.
Yeah, Carson Wentz, 14-20, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did his job. Job done.
Yeah. John Parker Wilson did. He Alabama quarterbacked it back in the early dynasty. I don't need to do nothing. Ooh, touchdown Lions. Game over. Lions, update. The Lions have scored with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. David Montgomery on what looks like a 40-yard touchdown to go up 37 pending extra point, 38-24. The Lions have beaten the Baltimore Ravens. In Baltimore, it's about to get interesting for John Harbaugh. About to get interesting.
You think so?
This has got to be the third or fourth blown lead. This is the second blown lead this year. We only in 3 games. Right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he is in a and we talked about it. You got to come up with something.
Well, there's nobody left to blame. You're not gonna blame the 3-time MVP or 2-time MVP. Y'all refuse to. I'm not trying to troll you. Offense, y'all are getting by with Derrick Henry in the running game, and the defense right now isn't what it used to be. It's not. To allow this, they got 225 rushing yards. The Lions have 225 rushing yards against the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore on Monday night. And the Ravens have Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. Wonder what Demar Hopkins have today. They haven't shown him at all. And I've been watching the game since the second quarter. I have not seen not a profile, not a sideline shot, not a replay. Is he hurt? Did something happen? That was the number one, wasn't it?
Allegedly.
And shout out to the Lions for drafting Tate Ratledge from UGA, who is apparently another Chris Lindstrom in the making. They already said he's a top 5 guard, Matthew Bergeron type player. But yeah, back to my bad. Back to the Vikings and the Bengals. 48-10. Do the Bengals, should they bring in a quarterback, or are they gonna ride it out with Jake Browning? You know where I'm going with this. I'm going with the Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
should they try to make a trade for Kirk Cousins, an expensive rental, but a competent quarterback nonetheless?
That's a decision you have to talk over with your star wide receiver. Is he okay punting on this season? Or is it important for you guys to try to be competitive again? If the answer is for you to try to be competitive again, then yeah, you gotta do something. If he's okay with it, then yeah, you rock with it, and then hey, we try to get him next year with your boy. But
I mean, he's already got paid. Both of them. The thing is, all 3 of them have been paid now. You're 3. I guess the saying is 4 horsemen, but you're 3 horsemen. Your 3 offensive juggernauts: quarterback, receiver. They've all been paid. So them sitting out the rest of the year won't affect their money. They won't hit any incentives.
Incentives, and also just their own production, what they want out of life.
I don't think they want to catch hospital balls from Jake Browning. But I mean,
that is a valid point too.
But if the thing is, if they were to trade for Kirk Cousins, and this is an interesting conversation that I did want to have, if they were to trade for Kirk Cousins, there's really no, other than Trey Hendrickson, there's really nobody to give back. Kirk Cousins make $30-40 million a year, don't he? 50?
Yeah, you would have to also have to make. Now, you're probably not going to pay the full toll.
You are. Falcons already said it.
I don't think that's a wise decision. I definitely don't think it's a wise decision.
So you just ride it out with Browning then?
Do they have a cornerback? that we can get?
They got 2 players on defense that we should be interested in. 2. One is a rookie, and the other one is a defensive end who's held out. Trey Henderson is the piece because both contracts essentially are expiring. No guarantee. I will
offer a little bit of pushback if we could get a decent cornerback, not a great cornerback, but a decent cornerback in return, and also at the same time get off of Kirk Cousins' money. Then yeah, there's a
what cornerback? You look at the depth chart and you let me know.
Unfortunately, I'm down to one screen, so that's not an option.
I'll look it up. Yeah, let's look it up right now. I can tell you, I'm pretty sure that they don't have not a nail corner that we want. Depth chart. Here we go. Left cornerback, DJ Turner, DJ Ivy. Right cornerback, Cameron Taylor-Britt, who is out, and Marco Wilson. We don't want Marco Wilson. He's somebody. Cameron Taylor-Britt is interesting. But I mean, he's hurt. No.
Nah, I can't.
There's nothing that they can give us. The Browns. Y'all same thing. Ohio. The Bengals have nothing to give us.
All right. And I'm back there. I'm back. My setup bounced back. But Joe Burrow. Once again,
what do you do with Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow is now, this has got to be 3 out of the last 4 years.
Not my problem. I have enough problems of my own. Y'all figure that out. Y'all get back with us, or don't figure it out and don't get back with us. Don't care. Not my problem. We're moving right on. The Colts trounced the Titans. Cam Ward did not look great. And then Vikings stomped the Bengals. And then the Steelers beat the Patriots.
I don't care.
Now, nobody cares, but when is Drake May going to be good?
I mean,
no.
I don't know if you can judge him on this game. I mean,
the other part is Mac Jones looks better than Drake May.
With Shanahan? I mean, I don't think that's fair. I think Drake May would look better than Drake May with Shanahan. What you mean?
Fair. I don't hate that. Let's see what Drake did before I slander him. I just don't like him. And when I say don't like him, I don't believe him. I mean, I guess it's
literally did nothing wrong.
Well, my bad. This is on me. This is 100% me. Drake May, you actually had a phenomenal game. 28-37, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns. You did throw an interception, 5 sacks. My goodness. You also led the team in
defense. They spent Nathan on the offensive line, bro.
You also led the team in rushing with 7 carries before
nothing. He got sacked 5 times and led the team in rushing.
Yo, I gotta throw the ball and I gotta run the ball. And leading receivers, Hunter Henry, Ramondre Stevenson, and Austin Hooper. Terrible. Oh my God. I mean, he outplayed Aaron Rodgers.
Tight end, running back, tight end.
Right.
Y'all ain't got no receivers because you traded the other one away. Oh, Lord.
No. Everybody try to tell me Stephon Diggs is going to be good. 3 receptions, 23 yards.
He's distracted.
How much longer him and Cardi going to be together?
She had a
hell of a week. That album was slapping. And then you, not so much. Not my problem again, though. In what was actually a very good game, and you called this one, I'm gonna give you credit. Rams played right next to the Eagles
game last year.
Yeah, for the vast majority of the game, the Eagles were suited up to kick the game-winning field goal, and yes, the Rams were suited to kick the game-winning field goal. It was blocked, and Jordan Davis ran his 350-pound body They say he's the fastest moving 300-pounder in the last 15, 20 years, I guess, since they've been,
almost 19 miles an hour at 343 pounds.
I don't know how good y'all are about inertia and mass, but there is an equation there, and then there's danger on the other side of that.
Let me tell you, after the first 20 yards of him running, it don't matter if you were faster than him or not. You weren't going to stop him. That was it.
You didn't want to stop him, brother. Bad news. Congratulations on the Eagles finding a way to get a win. Congratulations on the Rams for playing. I mean, this is the thing. The Eagles have been played like they've been given everything that they needed. They just find a way to win. They're very much so reminding me of how the Chiefs were, where it was like, all right, you play them super close, and then they just find a way to win. You're like, damn, bro. I didn't play bad. We played a good game. They just figured it out.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're not playing. I mean, y'all called on AJ Brown. Y'all said, is he gonna be mad? He said, no, I'm good. And then he let y'all know that Rams DBs are all too small because he bullied y'all for the entire game. And then when y'all got tired of being bullied, he threw it to Devontae Smith. And then when you still thought you was going to win, they decided to unleash the Georgia defense and Jalen Carter, who's playing while out of shape. Remember, he's out of shape. If you watch the game, he's out of shape. But Jordan Davis is in the best shape of his life. So until he gets in shape, you have Jordan Davis and everybody else on defense, including who they just drafted out of Alabama, Jihad. I can't remember the last name. Either way, it's frustrating if you're a non-Eagles fan because they're winning without playing their best. And shout out to the Rams, who also kind of got robbed a little bit because that was not taunting on Puka Nacua. I don't like that taunting rule. It's too subjective. It's too subjective to the refs. I don't like it. But they look good too. Puka looked good. Yeah. Devontae. Now, shout out to Devontae and shout out to teams that know how to make halftime adjustments. Devontae went crazy in the first half. He was on his way to a 150-yard, 10-catch game. And they said, you know what, Quinyon Mitchell, you just stay with him the whole second half.
Yep.
And I think he had maybe one catch.
And I'm also for Reed Blankenship. Devontae hit him with that. And it's just no, not the skip to Malou, the chest punch. It's just a veteran move, and you're a young cornerback. And Devontae was right there, and then he hit him with that quick punch.
Who's a young quarterback? Reed Blankenship is not young.
Yeah. I mean, he been in the league, what, 2 years?
No. Cooper DeJean has been in the league for 2 years.
Oh. Y'all don't hate me for
joke
that.
There. There's a joke there.
And it is consistent with me.
Yeah, Reed Blankenship has been in the league 4 years.
He 26. Okay. I was wrong. But yeah, he got hit with the Udi Wapti. And he just Devontae pushed him off. It was 100% pass interference. It's unfortunate. You're a young person. They probably not. I mean, well, you're a lower profile athlete. They're not gonna give you that call. But that was pass interference. He just pushed him off of you, and then you didn't score the touchdown. Watch it on tape. Yeah. It ain't that's one of them you send into the league and say, hey, how's my man supposed to guard him if he's pushing away from him?
I will say these two teams are very evenly matched. And so I expect to see some type of playoff rematch soon.
Next up, the Bucs find a way to continuously win. Congratulations. Y'all know I have immense respect for the Bucs. Baker said after the game that this game meant a lot to him. The guy who actually cut him in Carolina was Steve Wilks. Steve Wilks is now coaching for the Jets, so he took that very seriously. Emeka Egbuka, another massive one-handed catch. Very interesting, though. Mike Evans, hamstring issue. Now, you can take that with a grain of salt. They've actually chronicled over the last 7 years. They say that he's had a hamstring issue every year. He's also had 1,000-yard catches damn near every year. So I don't know exactly what to say, but considering that Godwin's already hurt and now Mike Evans with a hamstring issue, I mean, there's more. That's more for Emeka Egbuka, but that's also a lot because Cade Otton is not 100% either.
Yeah, they just got to hold it in the road. I will say this is encouraging for the Jets, even though this was a crazy ending, crazier than I've never been in a NFL season or NFL game viewing session like one Sunday where back-to-back blocked field goals or field happened to. We thought that actually the Jets won this game when they blocked the field goal and returned it for a touchdown. And then the Bucs come back and Ibuka makes a catch. They move down the field and they kick the game-winning field goal. This was encouraging for the Bucs. It was also, for the Jets. It was encouraging for us Falcons fans for the Bucs because I think that validates our performance against them. I don't think the Bucs are that much better than us talent-wise. Coaching-wise, they seem to be leaps and bounds.
That receiver core is like their running back. Bucky is not as good as Bijan, but their receivers.
It's Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin is the
Godwin, slot. Evans, and Ibuka. Ibuka looks like a legitimate. Like he's a wide receiver 3. It looks like he could be a wide receiver 2.
He's probably going to be a wide receiver 1. He's Mike Evans' replacement. But what I'm saying is that's the separation. Is that their 2 and 3 are basically interchangeable. Their slot receiver, Ibuka can play the slot, and then they still have Tez White. So yeah, their receiving core is nice, but ours is. That's probably the biggest difference. I think our linebackers are similar.
And we're not healthy. If we were healthier,
we don't have Vita Vea. That's what it is. They got Vita Vea. They got Vita Vea. We don't have that. So,
but also I think that if they were at 100%, if Evans was healthy, Godwin was healthy, Ibuka and Tez and Cade,
there wouldn't be enough football to go around.
That's surely a good problem to have.
But they would have a play for literally every scenario.
Right. And they're not. Being that Evans is established the big dog, Godwin has always been the wide receiver 2. And Ibuka, he doesn't need the most touches because the one thing that I will say about him is in his 4 or 5, he going to make all of his 4 or 5 worth it. And then you just put Tez in there for defensive integrity. You can't not, he's fast. He's lightning fast. And then you got Bucky. I know that they're our rival and all of that. I just like the Bucs, man. I like this team.
Yep. All right, quick hits. Commanders over Raiders. Got nothing to say. Oh, okay.
No. Yeah. Raiders trying to figure it out. We knew what this was going to be. It is what it is. This we did not expect. Jaguars over the.
You don't have to go back. You know that, right?
I know.
Oh.
Jaguars over the Texans. Are the Texans 0-3 or 1-3 or 1-2?
1-2.
The Texans are in a world of hurt.
Yeah, they're missing
0-3. 0-3. Points for 38, points against 51. Whew.
They're keying in on Nico, and they don't have anybody else. They need a receiver.
They are in the fail clutch. You can't keep.
They need another receiver badly. There's nobody else to throw the ball to. They don't have anybody else to throw the ball.
That is a problem.
Then they got Christian Kirk. Didn't they re-sign him? Ain't he hurt?
Hurt.
And then boy, that's the fast one that he likes. The whole leg blew up, knee blew up last year in the playoff. So like it's tough. It's tough for the they don't have anybody to throw the ball. Nick Chubb is okay. I mean, his leg blew up 3 times that we've seen. So I mean, it's like, bro, y'all going with a short deck going against on offense, and the defense is still great. Defense is great. You just can't do. I mean, they only allow 17 points.
Right, and that's 17 points of short drives. CJ went 25-38 for 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. You can't throw them picks. Nick Chubb, 9-38. Jaquavius Mark, 6-27. This is not good. Hey, Nico Collins, 8-104. He had a time, but Dalton Schultz, Christian Kirk, Xavier Hutchinson, yeah, it gets ugly.
Booty butt cheeks. The rest of them, I ain't got to look at the stats.
Then
17 teams. You only scored 10 points and one person had 100 yards. That means everybody else had nothing.
Now I am going. We got to talk about it quickly, briefly. Travis Hunter.
Not using him correctly. I don't know what they're doing. I don't watch enough of the Jags because I bet on Trevor Lawrence because I believed you Jags fans, and then Trevor Lawrence let me down. Again, and this was not a Trevor Lawrence win either. Make no mistake about it. I don't believe the Jags are using him correctly. I think they're doing him a disservice. And many football pundits and professionals said it. Hey, y'all need to just use him as a cornerback. He is a phenomenal cornerback.
Wait. Not pundits. Right here. You have to make a decision, and you need a lockdown corner. And I tried to tell y'all Travis Hunter was never going to be a wide receiver 1 or even a wide receiver 2. He maybe could high end wide receiver 2. Best case scenario. But he going into the season, people were like, "Oh yeah, he could be the wide receiver 1 for this team." Deluded.
I mean, they got to figure out. Well, hey, Burns, hey, what you doing, big dog? You ain't stepped up either now.
No. You talking about
Brian
Thomas.
Brian Thomas defensive. Yes. Brian Burns defensive. Brian Thomas Jr. Hey, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't blame that on Brian Thomas. I think that Brian Thomas is really good. I think that Trevor Lawrence is the issue here.
Oh, you didn't go back and watch the tape. Nah. Not this game here, because I didn't see this game. The game last game, he had like 3 drops.
No. Now that it's been a lot of that this year too. Is just a lot of drops. Chargers continue to roll. Broncos take a tough loss. Harbaugh, man, the magic is real.
Oh, the Chargers won. Sneaky. Hello. Let's make sure we write that. Oh, I want more beer. My bad, Sneaky. You lost that. Reggie in the Splash Cast won that. Ooh, Reggie went 4-1 on the beer bets this week.
You needed to because the week before,
hey man,
had you in the fail clutch. But yeah, Chargers win in a close one.
Please, that's right. Keep talking about your wins. It's all right. It ain't many. You talking about it?
Oh, you're right. You're all right. It wasn't none this week. Me and a win didn't meet. Wind outside, but win. No, not me. Chargers beat the Broncos. Yes. No, they're not. They're the best team in the AFC West at this very moment. They're the most complete team. The defense shows up. The wide receivers have been showing up. Herbert's doing his job. It's unfortunate they lost Najee Harris. It is very good that they got Hampton. But right now, they're
he almost tricked off the game too, though. He fumbled.
But I can't burn down my apartment playing with y'all. I mean, do I trust them? No. Have they done well so far? Yes. They've looked like the best team in the AFC West. They look better than the Chiefs. Now, do I think that long term that they do that? No. Next up.
I didn't say nothing.
I didn't know there was nothing to say. My bad. I'm gonna go ahead and pour me another one of these. Just one more.
I don't know if how good the Chargers are, because they were the number 1 defense and the number 1 offense last year, if I'm not mistaken, or top 5 offense and number 1 defense. They were the number 1 scoring everything,
right?
And they went and barely. I don't even think they even made the playoffs. They may have made the playoffs.
Well, the other part about that is you get your regression. Just like if you lose a bunch of games that sometimes the ball bounces your way, eventually, you know what I say. If you take all your W's early, your L's is on the way. If you take all your L's early, then chances are W's that you don't deserve will come your way. And that might be what's going on with them now.
But they're a solid team, though, man. They can run the ball. They have Ladd didn't have a great game, but bringing Keenan Allen back as your possession receiver has been a fantastic move. The biggest security blanket you could ever have.
And what did I say every fucking week? Hey, man, why y'all just let this man be around? Nobody gonna say, see, Reggie, this is what pisses me off. He is getting paid
nothing.
Base $1 million, base cap hits $5 million. What did I say every week? I think we could probably just use Keenan Allen somewhere. We don't have enough receivers not to say, hey, man, Keenan Allen. Now we into the third week of the season with 0 receivers with a touchdown. You think we could use Keenan Allen? Especially with Mooney hurt and Drake London hurt? So you be shit like that, bro. That's unexcusable. Now that is a Terry Fontenot issue.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, you got everything you could need in
I disagree. I've told you I think we need one more receiver. Like, I like Mooney, but Mooney was hurt. And you knew he was hurt. And when Mooney was hurt, he was available. And after Mooney, like, I like Ray, but Ray is a more all-encompassing do-it-all guy. We should have went after Keenan Allen at that price.
If he wanted to come here too, now it ain't like he only had one suitor.
He was available until the season started. I don't think that he was just.
I'm not gonna blame nothing on the personnel we have. Our coaching is too bad to even think about the personnel we had. To me, our coaching bad is too bad.
I told you, Zadarius Smith was sitting there too long for me, and Keenan Allen was sitting there too long for me. Whatever happened, happened. Seahawks beat the Saints. The Saints suck, and they're gonna continue to suck. This team is. I don't think that Spencer sucks, though. I think that everything else sucks.
Sure.
Should be interesting. I do think that they probably end up getting rid of Spencer, and I think that he could. Somebody is going to hit the lottery, end up in LA. That is what somebody needs to do. I can't imagine they keep running it back with Matt Stafford until he dies.
I don't know what the hell the Saints are going to do. Tyler Show, we know ain't it because he ain't beat out Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler ain't it because
I don't think that even if Tyler was better than Spencer, I don't think that I told you I don't believe in starting with my rookie. If anything, just let the rookie get accustomed to playing NFL football before you do anything. And I think that I think that once after the bye week, they'll go with Tyler. It doesn't make any sense not to see if he can save the season.
The season is dead. The season, no. I don't care. Tyler Show ain't it. Spencer Rattler ain't it. They are going to have to figure it out. They're going to have to reset. You could have scored 13 points with Shador.
They should also be looking to move Kamara. I think the Kamara has still a little juice.
Blow that shit the hell up. Throw the ball. Get it the hell out of here. Kamara, Cameron Blake, if he want to keep playing. Jones, whatever his name is. Throw the ball. Get him all out of here. Blow it up.
Please clip that shit.
Blow it up. They can go. Throw the bomb. They out of here. Throw the bomb.
2 hours and 30 minutes. Please clip that up. That boy did the job.
Saints, blow it up, bro. You got a new coach.
And that's the name of the episode. Blow it up.
You got a new coach. It is what it is, bro. Just go ahead and start anew. Get Arch. Put him in the same fell clutch you put Archie in.
No. Arch granddaddy slipped up and said the quiet thing out loud. We think Arch's gonna be here for 4 years. You damn right he is.
I didn't say that they need to draft him next year. The Saints gonna be terrible for a while.
Yeah, well, that was So y'all just heard me. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Please go back and clip that up, and y'all can go ahead and know now the episode is called "Blow It Up." Next up, in even more surprising fashion, Caleb Williams and the Bears beat the Cowboys 31-14. I don't. Who are you telling blow it up?
The whole defense. Y'all didn't sign Micah. You allowed 31 points to the Caleb Williamses, and he looked good. He looked good.
Nah. See, this is what happens. Caleb Williams, I told y'all, had he got an unfair draw last year with everybody was good in his division. Everybody. And once I saw them stats of what he's looked like since him and CJ Stroud have played that game, and we believe CJ Stroud to be a franchise quarterback, right?
Yeah, that wasn't CJ Stroud's fault.
But what I'm saying is, in the next like 10 games, 15 games, whatever it's been, Caleb has played as good as CJ. Actually, he's played better. Because I think CJ's had like 10 more interceptions.
Yeah, CJ Stroud was bad on the turnover part.
So, I mean, I think that, and it comes with being Caleb and going from Oklahoma to USC and from USC to the Bears and the way that you did. But I think that we're in a place now where, I mean, whatever you feel about CJ Stroud, you should feel close to what you feel about Caleb Williams. Now, I'm not going to give the same thing because we also saw CJ Stroud play a playoff game. He's won a playoff game or two. So I'm not going to say equal. I'm not going to do that. But I think that Caleb, 3 games played, 59 completions, 93 attempts, completion percentage of 63.4, 715 yards, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, 6 sacks. That's a lot of the problem. Y'all got to fix that O-line.
Which y'all spent a bunch of money on. Well, the Bears defense actually played well. Tremaine Edmonds, who is on the graphic for a reason, had 2 interceptions in this game. The Bears defense played well. Caleb does look good. He's making the plays. There's still some, of course, he's a young player, so there's still going to be some things that he could probably improve on. But if the Bears defense can play this well, then it's a problem. To me, y'all also have to remember that CeeDee Lamb went out for the Cowboys, and that was pretty much it for their offense. The alarming thing for the Cowboys.
You think I don't know? My fantasy football team is Joe Burrows done for the season. CeeDee Lamb done for the foreseeable future. I don't even know what to do now. Just set it on fire.
Yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of receivers if you need to make a trade. But we can talk about that offline. What's even more alarming for the Cowboys to me is that the receivers for the Bears were just running past the DBs, all of them. Whatever, if you had DB by your name, that was it. Trayvon Diggs, Jerome Odunze just had his way with you.
Yeah. Now, I'm happy. I'm happy to see him kind of coming around. I think that I want to see them get some more touches for Luther Burden. I think that DJ Moore.
Oh, they are. They're already talking about it. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I meant to tell you that was another point that you was about to walk right into. DJ Williams. I'm sorry, DJ Moore. DJ Williams played linebacker for Miami. Look, give me another moment. It's the liquor. DJ Moore. You might as well go ahead and pack your bags, big dog. Put it on the market. Put it on the market. If you don't know, I'm talking about your house. You are out of there, big dog. They are already talking about Luther Burden is too good to not be on the field.
Hey,
and they got 2 tight ends. They got the rookie tight end. That's really who's getting you out the paint. The rookie tight end.
You could be a Raven. You could be a Raven.
Hey, and they defense.
I was gonna say you could be a Falcon, but it's gonna cost you too much money. I ain't gonna do that. Ain't doing that.
Yeah, he makes too much money. But you could trade him for Mooney. Or you trade him for Ray Ray. and a couple and on Ebiketie, and then put Mooney in the slot and put him on the outside. Ooh,
boy, let me tell you though. 1 second here. I know we deep into the pod, but this Baltimore receiving core, oh, it's terrible. Oh, I just let y'all believe anything. I'm gonna tell y'all 2025 and 2026. I got a new thing. Well, when people say things, I'm agreeing with them. If it's foolishness, I agree with you. When people are, oh yeah, what's his name? Zay Flowers. You know what Zay Flowers did today? 2 receptions, 13 yards. Wide receiver one.
I said, ooh. I said, ooh.
Longest of 7. So you had 1 of 7, 1 of 6. Wide receiver 1. Wide receiver 1. Do it. Keep doing it. DeAndre Hopkins, he did 1 reception, 13 yards. I love it.
I mean, DJ Moore, but their defense was so bad against the run. You can't trade for DJ Moore. What are you going to trade for him? There's nothing to trade but defense, and you can't trade the defense. Not my problem.
Thank you. You are getting it. I'm not here. But the only team that I even attempt to figure it out for is my stupid ass team. And they ain't doing nothing but stressing me out.
But the Cowboys, hey, Jerry.
We began to rock.
You better figure it out, Big Jerry.
Steady.
They running the train on your defense right now, big dog. It's bad. It's bad.
I know the answer. I know the answer. Dak Prescott. He gonna be out here at the end of this season. I'm not gonna pay you all this money and the team not be good.
$62 million to be mid. Yeah.
And I mean, the other part is if you're going to pay you to be the number 1, 14 points ain't enough. Ain't enough.
Well, you can't take away my number 1 receiver and give me no running back and no tight end.
You know, it's a little light-skinned man in Kansas City to do that every week. What are you talking about?
You don't have Andy Reid.
Oh, well, then.
Nor do you have Travis Kelce.
Well, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing anymore.
What, Andy Reid?
No, Travis Kelce. He is
better than a hurt CeeDee Lamb.
Shell of himself. But either way, yeah, I think that there's a very, very high probability that Dak is out of there. It should be interesting. I think that Pittsburgh would be a very.
That's a hot take for real. You think Dak is out of there at the end of the season?
I thought that. I've been thinking that for a long time. Him and Jerry don't get along. You're not winning games.
Wow. If you do that, CD gonna be out of there too. Because now you done traded Micah. He's visibly upset. Now you trade Dak.
No, you don't. You don't. You can be mad, but I mean, I think that Jerry's gonna like. I told you in my warped brain, and I know I think differently than a lot of people. I may be interested in a Deshaun Watson flyer. If I can get Cleveland to pay a large sum of what he is owed, if I can get him for half off, I'll take him. You don't want him? Pay half of it.
Do the Kirk Cousins negotiation. I mean, sure. Anything's possible.
But what I'm saying is, you get Dak off the books. Dak is expensive as hell. And if I'm the Steelers, I would be thrilled to take Dak.
The Steelers, yeah. I mean, yeah.
And
you said Deshaun Watson.
No. Yeah. So you move Dak to the Steelers. Then from there, if I'm Cleveland and I only have to pay Watson half of what I'm required to pay him, and I can get him out of here, and I'm going to fire this coach and this GM, I could really start off with a decent rebuild with Gabriel Sanders, and see where it goes.
I mean, sure. I might as well, Jerry. If you're gonna do it, you ain't burn down half the house. Go ahead and burn it all the way down. Get it with it.
Hey, do $62 million to lose what they look like they finna lose. And they pissing me off because I really have them being better than the Commanders, but that injury does No good. 49ers. My boy Slick Ricky does it again. Mac Jones. Mac Jones finna get paid. I'm gonna tell y'all, he might not get paid, but he's gonna get a chance.
There's nowhere to go.
Nah. At the end of the season, there will be somebody. He threw for 300 yards last week. He came back this week, threw for 284 yards. That bottom, like, it's gonna be a team that does
not to start. Nope. I don't believe so. I don't think he's gonna start anywhere next year.
The Saints. There you go. See?
Why would you go there though? I mean, if they pay you $30 million, then sure.
Okay, you're not coming back to San Francisco. Brock got the money.
Because they already paid a quarterback, and now I was gonna say it looks bad because now it looks like Shanahan got you paid.
Because this is the part that frustrates me. Because we've seen this fucking story every time. Jimmy Garoppolo. Whoever Shanahan has, he's a kingmaker. The same way I feel about McVay. He's going to make a guy look like a world beater. Now, if you get a world beater and these guys, then you have a Super Bowl contender. But yes, if I'm Mac Jones, hell, if I'm the Cardinals, I might be interested in Mac Jones. I get off of Kyler Murray. Oh, Miami. I'd be much more interested in Mac Jones than Tua. There is an infinite amount of places that Steelers. Aaron Rodgers done at the end of the season, I think.
Yeah, he said this is last year.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, Mac Jones playing better than Bryce.
I don't think you would come off of Bryce for Mac Jones.
But you might be interested in saying, hey, I mean, I don't know if you come there and be a backup because I think they're
Pittsburgh. You treat Mac Jones is this year's Sam Darnold. So he's going to go to Pittsburgh.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is
a team that needs a quarterback like Seattle or Arizona. Yeah. Honestly, Arizona is probably the answer because just like Seattle, where they got tired of Geno, they decide they got tired of Kyler, and you just go with Mac Jones, and hopefully you can figure out. And you give him,
and Marvin you don't Harrison have to pay. Jr., you don't have to pay him through the nose like you paying Kyler right now. And you let that be somebody else's problem. That is really, I mean, honestly, the Jets. Hey, if this Justin Fields thing don't work out, you want to try that again?
Go wherever you want to.
Or the real answer, and once again, my haven for all answers, the Rams. Oh, Matt Stafford done. I take Mac Jones. McVay is probably one of the few guys who can make a Shanahan guy look just as good.
You definitely bring in competition for Stafford for sure, because you don't know. And this year's crop of QBs I think it's crazy how the crop of QBs is viewed with Arch. So either if Arch is good, then the rest of the QBs are okay. They're pretty good. If Arch is bad, we ain't talking about no older QBs. None.
No. John Mateer. Mateer is
one.
Yeah, it ain't many.
One is more than none. But yes, one.
But I will say that, and I said that pre-draft is y'all putting a lot of eggs in the basket of Arch being good. And now
it ain't even about Arch being good. There's nobody who is the next
Nussmeier.
Carson Beck?
Nussmeier. And yeah, Beck.
Both of them have looked mid. Both offenses have looked bad.
And yeah, in both cases, you think that yes. But yes, this is that. But Mac Jones is gonna make some money, and Slick Rick Loki had a crazy game, if I remember correctly. I didn't kind of slept on my boy a little bit. I didn't think he was gonna be this good.
This good at what? This game?
No. Hold on. I gotta see what his stats were. Hold on 1 second. 8 receptions for 117 yards.
Yes, this game he was good.
The game before he was too.
What do you have?
Hold on, let me go.
10 receptions for 200 yards.
He is. I thought the no, he didn't have it that game.
Nope.
Jawan Jennings went 8-89. Now hold on, let's see box score. Ricky Pearsall, nope.
Hey man,
4 receptions, 56 yards, and then what did he do in game 1? He had another good game.
Mm-hmm. You said he was going to be better than Ladd, and you said it wasn't close, if I'm mistaken.
4 receptions for 108 yards. So he had 200 plus yard games. And I mean, I think that Ladd has also had the benefit of Justin Herbert, who I think is better than Brock. I think Brock Purdy is mid. I've told y'all that, and I told y'all that they should not have paid him all that money. And I think that Justin Herbert consistently is a top 7 quarterback. So yeah.
Sure, but he's got the kingmaker in Shanahan, who makes everybody good. Yeah, sure, whatever. He's got the better coach. He's got the better team at the time. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Hey, listen.
I think that Shanahan.
I'm not saying nothing crazy. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just saying
is a better. I think that Shanahan is a better coacher. I think that Shanahan is a better coach.
And you said Ricky Pearsall was going to be better than Ladd. But is better than Ladd. And you argued me for 30 minutes.
Wait. But the other part is Ricky. No. Don't run now. No.
You ain't got to go down the rabbit hole. No, I'm not saying who's better or not. I'm just saying.
I'm jumping in the rabbit hole. But Ricky has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the other receivers in San Francisco? Answer me that. Answer me that. Who are the other receivers?
No. You make the case. You ain't got to answer. You made the case why he better than Ladd. I ain't got to make no case.
Ricky has unfortunately had to be wide receiver 1 in San Francisco,
and he can't.
Ladd ain't, bruh. The Chargers have 3 receivers.
Keenan wasn't there last year.
I'm talking about this year.
Cool. Chiefs Giants in a weird game.
It's terrible. It's now not being fun to watch the Chiefs play football. It used to be great. Now it's like, this is a train.
I mean, shout out to Patrick Mahomes. He gonna get you paid though. He is throwing the ball to Thornton. Whether or not he's open or not, he throw the ball to him only.
80. I kept being, who is that down there?
Supreme confidence. That's that throw of, I know I'm not going to get fired. You going to get fired for dropping it before I get fired for throwing it.
Hey, when I throw it down there, make it happen.
22-9. I mean, hey, look. How long before the Giants go to Jackson Dart?
Hold on, timeout. I hate to have to rehash you here, but who's third in receiving yards in the NFL?
I don't care. Who?
Slick Rick.
Oh, man. So he's better than Ladd. Hey, you right, bro. You right. I'm wrong. Slick Rick.
Hold on, no.
He's better than Ladd.
I'm trying to see where I honestly want to see where Ladd is. Ladd is I'm giving Ladd credit. He's better.
No, you're not.
See, this be the part. I'm trying to give Ladd a fair assessment and say he is better than I thought he was. But Ladd is also 37th in receiving yards. So
what was he last year? And where's Ricky? Don't worry about it. So back to the Chiefs and the Giants. The Chiefs. That
was a slick moonwalk you did there.
I didn't moonwalk at all. You're the one trying to rationalize. The Chiefs for the while can't. They have not looked good.
Their team stinks
for a while. Really, I mean, you know what's crazy? They don't look good and they make it to the Super Bowl because of Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and Spags. Really, it's really Patrick Mahomes. And
look at what the graphic is showing: an old tight end that's washed up, a wide receiver that ain't been good in a month of Sundays, and this other gentleman who's probably an excellent human. I don't know who the hell that man is. Sorry to this man.
Thornton. Yeah, They're just trying to hold serve till they can get Rashee Rice back and Xavier Worthy. Which, if you can put Xavier Worthy as a gadget player / just speed, take the top off the defense, he's a problem. You make Rashee Rice and Juju Smith-Schuster. Rashee Rice is your number one. Juju Smith-Schuster is your possession receiver, along with Travis Kelce, and Thornton is your mid-tier dig route runner, deep out type guy. And then you have Hollywood Brown as well. When they have a full complement, it complements Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid's play style. But they got to stay healthy.
They need to package these guys and get Tyreek back. I like it's cool to say you have all these guys, right? But none of these, like Rashee Rice, not a wide receiver one. Xavier Worthy, not a wide receiver one. Like, you're just like, you paid Mahomes a lot of money, but you are making his job difficult. You're not the offense is not enough. And Travis Kelce, stop stealing, bro. It's over. Go on and marry your queen, and that's what y'all need to do.
Trevor. You no longer a Trav. You're not Killer Trav. You
I ain't got nothing to do with that. But you need to stop being on this field, being this mid. That's what you got to do.
The rebrand. But yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, let me tell you right now.
For $400 million, rebrand.
I'll rebrand. I'll unbrand. New brand.
Oh, boy, pull a Sammy Sosa.
What? Yeah, I played baseball.
I played baseball. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm tired. We've come to the end of episode 200, our 200th episode. We appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Thank you for following, subscribing. Thank you for all.
Oh no, you got a little something left over there.
I'll go. No, but I can go get some.
Yeah, do that. Let's have a toast.
Give me 37. I don't know how to turn my
Go ahead. No, do your thing. I'll sit here and bloviate for a minute. Why would you do that? I will like to thank you guys for rocking with us as we've podcast for 200 episodes. It's a lot more episodes, about 190 more episodes than a lot of people. Most people will start this and then quit. Me and Reggie have stayed at it. It's a labor of love, but it's a labor that we do love. It's been a ton of fun. We're going to continue to keep rocking out. Also, while we're talking about it, if you think that you have opinions that are good, or you willing to work hard like me and Reggie, we would love to add you to Dive Team Media. Please reach out to us. But we show up for work. We do it every day. And we take it seriously. And if you're interested, we would love to have you come take it seriously too. And then maybe you could join us for 200 episodes. We do want to create a place where specifically people who look and sound like us can cover an array of different topics. We love politics, guns, religion, sports, relationships, even though I think we have enough relationship podcasts, anime. I don't think there are many things that we don't enjoy.
I'm not in on relationship talk. Nope.
Yeah.
But everything else,
but I feel like if you have a new and inventive way to talk about relationships or whatever it may be, mental health, I'm as long as it's something and you believe in it and it's your sect, then I'll give it to you. I mean, people can say the same thing about us. There's way too many sports podcasts. It ain't us. It ain't us. With that being said, though, brother,
200 episodes.
Cheers. Now that we did that, number one, more Black baseball next year. Set this one on fire. Toast. Let's not even think about baseball no more. Number two, we are open to different things here. We have nothing, but I'm tired of y'all trail riding. I'm tired of y'all with them fans. I'm tired of the Cowboys and the Cowgirls. We're going to find something to put here soon and very soon. Number three, the one that truly matters, the historically Black college university you went to, your cousin went to, your auntie, your uncle, the person you laughed, kiki, and sat in the back of church with. Send some money to that university. The historical Black college and university almost got me. That you go to in your neighborhood. homecoming, step shows, vibes. You go to the grill, you drink up all the liquor, you try to not get in line, you try to walk right to the grill, get you a hot piece of chicken. Send some money over there. That's the least you could do. Y'all just as out of Hampton Howard. Everybody in their new fit. Who sent money to the school? Y'all was right there for truth and service. But ain't do no truth. The truth is you did no service. Then finally, the historically black university Reggie and I graduated from, we got degrees from, the Hampton University. All we asking for is $18.68 on behalf of the year that the university was founded. Outside of that, I don't think we missed a damn thing on episode 200. Thank you guys for rocking with us. You could have been literally anywhere else in the world, and you chose to be with us. Like, follow, subscribe. We'll be back next week on 201. The marathon continues. We out of here.
We out of here. Peace. Love y'all. It's midnight. I'm going to sleep.
Adios, mi amigos. God is love. Reggie's about to be a parent, and I'm about to watch John Oliver. Y'all be safe.